This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. As the Falcons make their way out here, let's get a peek at Matt Ryan and talk about the good stuff from 2018. 35 touchdown passes, most in his first 11 years in his career. He has 295 total, but all in all, frustrating year for the Falcons, no?
It certainly was, because offensively at one point we were talking about Matt Ryan having better numbers than his MVP year of 2016. And the team struggled, especially on the defensive side of the ball. A ton of injuries, didn't play up to standards. Offense couldn't keep up with them. But you remember when they got to 4-4 and looked like they were making their run, and then they went to Cleveland. And that's where I think the season was lost right there. Baker Mayfield and the Browns took them out, and the Falcons were never the same.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 68 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown, because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach,
and got his man complete, and all the way down to the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 48 yards.
Tuesday.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach, Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
Elliott, the leading rusher for the 2nd time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than 2nd place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Sitting alongside Charles Davis on Brandon. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
go. Let's finish now. We go 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
46. 26.
They'll try to run it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Now Prescott. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
21.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So we have... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 35 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up...
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Being chased out, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me, long for...
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.